Hey everybody, I'm back again. I gotta say, I think I got out of my slump finally. Back into pretty building pretty steady here, or working pretty steady. I did find out though that I think I like starting projects more than I like working on them and finishing them. I seem to get real into it when I first start on a new project. So I ended up, well, I think I might have showed the other one that I was going to start, but we'll get to that in a minute. But let me just show you where I'm at now. I got paint on the Vega. I'm putting decals on put the decals in the clear. I'm doing the windows right now. And that shotgun deal is kind of a play on the power plant because it's got a Boss 429 style shotgun Ford motor in it. So I had that decal and I figured I'd never use it for anything else and thought it was worth putting on there. So like I said, I'm putting the decals on, or putting the windows in. Why do I keep saying decals? Putting the windows in, and then I can get the body on and maybe get this thing finished up in the next couple days. The other thing I did for kind of another play along with the shotgun was put the John Kazi Racing Engines decal on the scoop. He's well known for doing big Ford engines. And my duster, my duster turned into a major nightmare here. Let me see if I can get some light on the subject. Turned out when I put the engine in, the valve covers and the distributor and the plug wires and everything was just way too high for me to get this front end back on in the position that I had it. So I think I'm gonna make a new clip. I put this bar in here so when I put it back on I can adapt it to the frame. But what I had to do with the hood is I had to cut it out and make like almost like a cowl style, raise it up and cut out for the distributor. So I wasn't expecting to have to do body work here, but it turns out that I did. But now at least it fits. Let me see if I can get, yeah, everything's actually under the hood now. And I'll have injector stacks sticking up through there. And I did pick out wheels. I'm going to go with these new style welds for the back. Got a lot of little cleanup work on them yet. And for the front, where did I put them? The old Halibran 5, or not Halibran, dropped it. The old American 5 spoke. I can't talk today. I think they'll look pretty good on there. And my next project, if you remembered, if I showed this, I don't even remember what I did and what I didn't do. But this 57 Ford, yes, I know I showed it, the Future Attractions resin body. I cut the hood out, and I think I mentioned before about making the floor pan, lengthen it do it by using two. I have the bottom of the chassis finished. That's all scratch built. I copy those Revell Pro Sportsman chassis because it just works out so good. I mean, that's what the floor pan's from, but the rails there I scratch built, but it's the exact same style as the Revell. But now it makes the wheelbase right. And I'm working on the cage right now. This is a long cage because it's a big long body there. So the cage ended up being longer than most cars that I build. And I'm going to use the 427 overhead cam Ford engine in it. I know I'm using a lot of Fords lately, but Ford and a Ford matches. Ford and a Chevy Vega doesn't really match, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I think you saw that the Duster got a Hemi in it, and you can see the rear suspension's under now. So it's coming along pretty good. And I was able to find, I'm going to show this as like a stash ad, I guess, my tiny little drill bits that I use here for making, for drilling for spark plug wires. You can barely see there's a drill in there, but it's like an 18 thousandths and I couldn't find any good ones except for Micromark. So I was getting ready to order some from Micromark, and when I got to the checkout and found $67 shipping for $9 pack of 6 drills, I couldn't do it. I said no. So I went on the shopping websites here, and now these are Chinese and they're millimeter, but this is 19 thousandths where I needed 18, which it actually works pretty good. And there's 10 of them in there. And I tried one because a lot of the cheap ones that I bought ended up being dull and I couldn't drill nothing. So I did take one out and try it, and it seems to drill good. I ended up getting all 10 of them delivered, with the shipping for, it was less than $3. So I sure can't complain about that. I'm going to call that a win for sure. And I think that's about all I got. It's not much, but I don't like to make long videos anyway. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.